What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another wrestling news video. Like this is the wrestling where WWE, and that is The Rock joins the Bloodline, promised to stop Cody Rhodes from winning the undisputed Universal title. It says right here onto this article, The Rock officially joined the Bloodline and says he'll sure and he'll make sure he does whatever it takes to make sure Cody Rhodes never wins the WWE Universal Championship. To close out the February 16th episode of WWE SmackDown, The Rock took it to the ring and with a silk shirt on, very reminiscent, reminiscent, and I understand why he's doing this. Reminiscent of his Hollywood rock persona. To join his cousin and the rest of the bloodline after berating the Salt Lake City crowd with talks of being inbred and stupid. The Rock confirmed he was joining up with his family and the rest of the bloodline. The Rock went on to talk about Cody Rhodes, specifically the fact that Rhodes didn't deserve another chance at Roman Reigns' title, and that the WWE Universe had ruined its chance at seeing the best WrestleMania main event ever. Rock went on to say that he's going to make sure he does everything in his power to make sure Cody Rhodes walk out of WrestleMania a loser, because while Rhodes' story is over, the bloodlines is just beginning. To close out the night, The Rock changed up his iconic outro, I should say, not intro, outro, out, not in, but anyways, cutting the crowd off and telling them that sing along time with The Rock that was over, and that now it was the time to smell what the bloodline is cooking. Which was a very cringy line. I'll say perhaps the most humiliating line, to be exact, but yeah, but then again, it's just part of his persona, so no, not making a big deal out of it. Just saying, in my take on things like that, But yeah, what are your thoughts? But yeah, what's your thoughts on The Rock, Vic? The Rock with this new persona of with the bloodline, and rocking him back in his old 21-year-old vest like shirt, I should say, and sending the crowd off by calling him Crybaby, Cody Crybaby Bitchs, and what's that saying, saying that Cody Rhodes doesn't deserve another shot, because just like the Utah Jazz and the San Francisco 49ers, when they lost their very big championship games, but they didn't complain about it. They took the beating like men and dusted themselves off. I was like, and I shame The Rock for hardly praising the Kansas City Chiefs for getting that win at the Super Bowl. Shame on him for that. But yeah, that's a story for another day. So I'm not gonna get too frustrated about it. Well, at least not at this time. But anyways, this is where. But yeah, this is where he said, if you smell what the bloodline is cooking, it is confirmed that he's a bloodline member because he announced it. His own cousin, the tribal chief in the reigning defending Universal Champion, uh, announced it. So I would say it's very dangerously to say, like if dangerously is even a word in that manner. But anyways, like it's dangerously to say that it's not looking good for Cody unless he got a trick up his sleeve like that he's not gonna reveal until WrestleMania. Like he said, you like in a you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me moment. Like you probably have plenty of friends or family to have his back, like so he can finish his story and become the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Like whether if The Rock says like he's never gonna whether if The Rock says this or not, like it's still he's still motivated and do everything in his power to dethrone the tribal chief. And let's hope this time he'll be successful and he'll be champion, and we can see and we can still see The Rock still be part of the bloodline, and he can be teaming with him. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if they'll win any tag team gold, but I would say they could be like some kind of a duo that faces babyface tag teams, like whether if there's on their own cousins, the Usos, or Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, both anybody in that matter in this storyline in the upcoming year of 2024, like in this upcoming summer of 2024, and and what are your thoughts on The Rock's comments last night? Like I said yesterday, but I'm gonna say it here again. And what's your thoughts on him being the bloodline? Is it is it absolutely insane to you guys? Like, whether if it's in a good way or in a frightening way or anything of the sort, let me know in the comments down below. And also, what are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes? Should he be afraid of this new bloodline member? Let me know in the comments down below. Or do you think that he could have somebody bigger than The Rock, metaphorically, at least? Or just as big as The Rock, I should say, because I don't see nobody physically or metaphorically bigger than The Rock at this point. Or should I say popularity? Yeah. But let's move on to the next news. Oh, we got some Otis news of he got stuck on a small plane like for 4 hours. It ruined his day. And on according to this news, it's a very silly but I'll say silly but humiliating but I'll say we got some silly but we got some silly but humiliating news like from Otis is with him uh revealing his the most worst day he ever experienced. But we're going to talk about right here on this article. Otis is a huge horror movie fan, but being stuck in small and confined spaces still gives him the biggest fright. Like managing editor Bill Pritchard recently spoke with Otis about his affinity, like I said, affinity for the horror, the genre, I should say, or junior, I'll say junior, the horror junior. Otis and Chad Gable gave us some slasher recommendations at SummerSlam, and Otis had a few more picks in mind. When Otis when Otis Otis had this to say right here, Thanksgiving, yeah, for sure. Any anything on Shutter. Oh, I got it right at the top of my head. I I messed this up all the time with Gable. I tell him the title like which is yeah, When Evil Lurks, like the Spanish horror movie, amazing. There's subtitle, so I gotta read it like a lot, but try that please. Pritchard asked if he enjoyed the Black Phone, the 2021 hit like of Scott Derrickson, which I think Bill Pritchard is mistaken because I believe it came out 2 years ago in 2022 rather than 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was 2022 because I remember watching that when it very first came out with my brother. Because that movie's pretty good itself. Yeah, the Black Phone. Yeah, whoever's a horror movie that's also an SNA fan here, please make sure to check it out because you're not gonna regret watching that. But yeah, this is what. But it's like the film that starred Ethan Hawke. Otis Otis then replied, I like the character idea. I love the soundtrack. Obviously, there's a throwback with the Dazed and Confused soundtrack. I thought the ending was not as much carnage like thought the fight should have been. Dig underneath a little bit, kind of a grit, but it was a good film. It wasn't one of my favorite though, but but when asked about Up in the Air, Bill Pritchard pointed out like how the movie was adopted from a short story by by Joe Hill, the pen name of the pen name of horror master Stephen King's son, jo- Joseph, Stephen King's son, Joseph. Otis then noted how a trip to King's home in Maine got put on hold, and why it was not a fun experience for him. By uh, by Otis saying, "I was very excited. One time we were going to a show in Bangor, and we were gonna see Stephen King's house. We were gonna check it out there, but we got stuck in the air. It was a security breach, and I was in a small plane four for 4 hours. Yeah, it ruined my day. It's a it's a little juice, yeah. Like like you said, I'm pretty calm, like as long as it's not too hot. Like if it's hot and confined, if it's hot and confined, I start losing my mind. Otis quipped. Gable would know this, he said. And what are your thoughts on to Otis's biggest fear of I'll say more like two biggest fears of his entire life. Even though he's more of a even though he's a horror movie fan, but even for him have a couple of fears, even though they're minor, which is being hot and being in confined locations. Let me know in the comments down below. And what are your thoughts on him telling about his experience of uh, of being at the legendary horror not fanatic, more like a horror journalist, I guess you could say, or a novelist, I believe he was that inspired so many horror movies, like which his name is Stephen King's. What's your thoughts on that, and what's your thoughts on him bringing up about the Black Phone? Even though it wasn't his favorite movie, one of his favorite horror movies, but it was a movie that he loved watching, and loved watching at the time, and they did a pretty good job, even though they could have made it a bit more better than he expected it to be. Uh, Excuse me, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below on what your thoughts onto this matter, and let's move on to the next wrestling news. And we're gonna be talking about next up. We got some John Cena news now, as he completely dates himself, dates himself, reveals his favorite video game, reveals his favorite video games, plural, not singular. But anyways, from being one of the greatest professionals of all time to becoming one of the most sought after movie stars in Hollywood, John Cena has done it all. But what about his experience with another entertainment world, the video game industry? He recently revealed what his favorite video games are. the the 16-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion is currently uh, currently currently promoting his upcoming film Ricky Stanicky, which starring Zach Efron, is also playing a key role in the film. While promoting the film, the two stars told IGN what their favorite video games are, with Cena saying, "My my gaming expertise goes back to the days of like T, uh, Tecmo Super Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl, NES baseball stars. I'm pretty nasty on an 8-bit system like Bond 007, like GoldenEye, and WCW versus NWO. Like would be my would be my N64 choices. Oh, nice! I've completely dated myself," he said. And then the film is set to stream from March 17th on Amazon Prime. And John Cena also claims the Ruthless Aggression era was a big failure. While Cena is considered to be one of the GOATs of professional wrestling, he regrets some of the past gimmicks and characters. During his recent interview with Logan Paul on his Impulsive podcast, Cena mentioned that his character in the Ruthless Aggression era was a big failure, which he said another huge failure, the Ruthless Aggression era. So if I had to do it again, right? I do it again, like right. Like the reason it didn't work was because I wasn't there for Vince, unless ruthless aggression promo, and I was uh, neither ruthless nor aggressive. Like so, I looked the same as everybody else. It was basically a debut. We and like we which is we, which is referring to him and Paul, like off camera, and you express that now you just want to show them what you got. You want to show them what you are capable of, and you can do such amazing things, but so can everyone else. What sets people apart is the ability to believe. So when I come out and I slap Kurt Angle in the face and say ruthless aggression, everybody's like great, and then 10 minutes into the match, one of the ra- ra- rowd rowdiest buildings like in the world, the Rosemont Horizon. Like everybody's like this, like everybody like this, like meant like mimics like silent, like and bored face, like and that that dang it, why is it doing that? Like, like that eye, it